Hey everyone, it is Thursday, July 9th. Sorry for the background noise, but I have a fan going and I have my AC going, so might be a little noisy in the background. And then of course I got the birds in that direction. So just wanted you to know I have not fallen off the face of the earth. I am not sick. I have not been sick. I just guess I haven't felt like I really had anything to share that much. I have been crocheting and I was working on a couple projects, and then I ran out of the yarn that I was working with, and so I ordered some more, and it's supposed to be here tomorrow, and it's from Joann's. And so then in the meantime I said, well, I am going to work on some other projects. So I did a bazillion granny squares like this. These are the double strand granny squares. I don't even know how many I have. Honestly, I have 2 heaping bags full. So I decided last night one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting the border on all the squares, and I have this Karen Simply Soft in royal blue, I think this is. Yep. And so I have picked out 35 of the squares to outline in the royal blue. So they'll just be all different colors, but primarily in the blue-green vein. And then I finished another one. Hold on just a second and I'll get it for you. Now, normally I would have my neighbor hold this up and so I could take a picture of it, and if she gets back in time I will have her do that. But in the meantime, this is a granny blanket that I put together. I'll show you kind of a little bit of it. And you can see some of the squares, and this is a double strand one too, and then I just put a shell border, easy shell border on it. But it's like twin bed size, and it's mostly made with the Icelandic yarn from Red Heart. But my neighbor has been at the DMV, which is a total nightmare. It's always a nightmare, but lately it's been a real nightmare. So, yeah, she's not around to take pictures for me. So I've got that. I did 12 outlines. I actually just finished this Icelandic blanket last night. And then I started on these, and I got 12 of them done before I said, I've done enough for today. Everything is sewn together. I was sewing all the rows together yesterday, and then I did the border, and then I started working on this. And so I have 23 more squares that I will outline today, and then they will be ready to go for whenever I'm ready to put them together. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So yeah, I sort of went back to Afghans for a little bit, and might be on Afghans for just a little while, just because I want to make some stuff to put into my Etsy account, which still is not open, so I'm still not, I have an Etsy account. I just don't have anything in the Etsy account. So when I have something in there, I will be sure to let everybody know. Okay, now, change subject. I have been stocking up my food supply, and I do still recommend everybody stock up their food supply. If you can have 2 months worth of food on hand, that would be a good thing. So I'm kind of thinking now I probably do have that much and much more. Of course, some things you have to replenish, like your fruits and vegetables and, perishable things, but I have lots of dry goods and you know, toiletries are stocked up, paper towels and dish soaps and laundry soaps. And you just really have to put it in categories and make sure you're covered in a lot of areas, because things are going to get really rough pretty quick here. And we can already see, I mean, every week how different things are changing right now. It really, really alarmed me that roving gang of BLM thugs that went through Stone Mountain in Georgia and were accosting people for reparations money. That really bugged me, because what's to stop them from next kidnapping, and suddenly we have a Boko Haram kind of situation happening in America where they're kidnapping people into militias and you know, I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but it is crazy out there right now. I still live in kind of a normal situation. We have not had riots in my town. We have not had any protests in my town. I honestly don't know how the Chinese people would put up with that, but yeah, so far it's not happening here, and so far in my neighboring towns it's not happening, but it could. They could show up. Those gangs just think that they now run the streets. Did you see that little news article where they were protesting in front of that church? And then they went into the church and were protesting, and well, the church kicked them out, but yeah, anyhow, it's getting crazier out there, and you just need to be a little self-sufficient in case you have to hunker down for a little bit. Anyhow, one thing I wanted to also show you was this. Hold on just a second. Okay, if you have a cat, you might give your cat Temptations treats. Maybe you buy them in a bag. I would suggest buy these, and the reason is because afterwards you have a great container for storing food. So the only thing is that you can get the label off, but the sticky stuff remains behind. Now I know you could use something like Gooby Gone. Well, I don't have Gooby Gone. So what you can do is just put clear packing tape over the sticky stuff, and remarkably, like, you can't even tell that it's back here, the sticky stuff. It looks real opaque before you put the tape on it, but then it becomes clear. So I don't know what that weird science is. Anyhow, so then I cut the label off of whatever I'm putting in here and just tape that on, and we have a nice food container. So, method to my madness of buying these. Probably won't buy any more just because I've bought 5 of these and I'm sort of out of space. But they're really good for pasta storage or dried beans or whatever. So think about that. Okay, so one of our cats died on July 4th. Not one of the cats that's in my house, but one of the landlady's cats. And she had actually had an appointment with the vet to have it taken in 2 days ago, but the cat just didn't make it that long. And you know, it had just gotten down to probably 4 pounds, and it just we had taken it in a couple weeks ago, and they did blood work and couldn't find anything wrong, but it was just an old cat, and you know how they get when they get old. They just kind of lose all that weight and muscle mass, and they just go downhill like within a couple weeks. And so, yeah, he actually started seizing and just died. She has another cat that has epileptic seizures, and so she gave this dying cat some of that medicine and just helped him to pass a little more calmly. Because yeah, he was just seizing constantly. But yeah. Hey guys, it's July 23rd, Thursday. I know you haven't heard from me for a while. So this might be a little bit hodgepodge because I'm going to combine it with a video that I started making maybe like a couple weeks ago. So let's just get started on what's been going on with crochet. First of all, I finished this I finished a scarf that I was working on, but I didn't quite know what to do with the bottom edge. I didn't really want to put a fringe on. And then Nostalgia had a video demo on Facebook the last day or so on doing this like this little pom-pom border. So I did that. So this is my scarf. It's based on a wrapping paper pattern. And then this is that little pom-pom border. So it works okay. Okay, so I got that done. Hey, what is the deal? So then, believe it or not, I've made 2 more Jada panels. Yes, so the borders are all done. I'm just starting to sew on appliques now. The interesting thing is, hold on just a second. Okay, so the interesting thing about these is that the entire background and the border is made with Caron 1-pounders. And for the sky on these, I used the Century Collection Robin's Egg Blue because I just thought it would make the clouds pop a lot better. I have been using like a light blue or a baby blue for the sky. But anyway, so I have 2 of those I'm working on. 2 of the panels are completely done. I'm just getting the appliques down, which I still have a lot to make. And then I may even make 3 more, and those are only just going to be for sale on Etsy. I don't think Jada has an issue with people selling the items they make from her patterns. I don't think she does. I'll check that. If anybody knows any differently, please post below. Okay, so let's see, I've got that done, and I have ordered a whole bunch of Caron 1-pounders recently. I had a gift certificate from my birthday last year that I still hadn't completely used, and then I had somebody recently send me a gift certificate. And so, yeah, I got stocked up on Caron 1-pounders. And so I just thought, well, I'll make some Jada blankets. Because Afghans are the fastest way to really go through your yarn stash. And I have a lot of stash that I would like to go through, but I didn't really have the colors that I wanted for the backgrounds of the Jada blankets. And one of the other colors that I got, which is also from the Century Collection, is this shade of blue here, which is showing up a little bit lighter on camera, but it's called Blue Danube. And so yeah, I have that. And then regular other colors. Oh, except this one right here, this color is very, very similar to their persimmon yarn, which I'm not even sure if they carry that anymore, but it's called Terracotta, and it's also part of the Century Collection. And then this shade here, which I can't find anymore, and that's fine, I just use up what I have, it was called Mango. And so, yeah, getting those used up. I don't have sacred yarn in this house. So my sister surprised me with a package the other day, and she sent me 3 of these Karen Jumbos in the rosewood. And if you've never worked with it, the colors are just absolutely beautiful. So I already had one skein, and so what I'm thinking I will do is turn these 4 into a granny square blanket. So I'll be combining this with another yarn, something that matches internally, and I'll be doing double strand grannies, and I will put together another granny square blanket using these. And I've got another granny square blanket that I'm working on, and I have all the squares now outlined with this Karen Simply Soft in royal blue. So I just have to weave in all the tails and then start sewing the squares together. But I'm doing 35 squares per blanket. It's 5 by 7, and once I put the borders on each one, the squares come out to about 9 inches. So that's 9 times 5 is 45, 9 times 7 is 63, and then there's a little bit of a shell border around it. So yeah, and then I have enough granny squares also to still make 2 more granny square blankets. So I just have to find an outlet for them. I still have some friends I want to make blankets for, so they might get them. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that's it for the yarny stuff at the moment. Okay, let's talk about coins for just a moment, because I won silver again from Rob Finds Treasure. Now, I don't know how I'm getting so lucky, because honestly, he must have like 800 to 1,000 people commenting on his videos on Wednesdays and Fridays, and you know, there's just a random comment picker, so you know, your chance of getting picked is like 1 in 1,000, and my name has been called 4 times. 4 times in like the last 8 months. So only 3 of the times did I get the thing, because one of the times you actually had to be present and I had just stepped out the door. Oh well, but I won silver again. So I don't know how well this will show up on camera. It is a 1922 piece dollar, and they are 90% silver. So let me see if I can show you, if I can get it to focus. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, that's one side, and this is the back side. So yeah, I was very happy, very, very happy. Now, I haven't done any coin searches of boxes for about a month. If you don't know, there is a coin shortage, although technically there isn't a coin shortage, but there is a coin shortage. I can't get boxes of coins right now. In fact, my local bank, when I asked them, you know, about the coins, they said, yeah, they're only giving out like 1 roll at a time of something. So where all those boxes of coins mysteriously disappeared to, I don't know. I did turn in my last box of nickels and my last box of pennies like a month ago. But my last box of nickels, I finally got my first buffalo nickel. And it's so slick you can't read the date, and I don't think there was a mint mark. So I have no idea how old it is, but don't care. I got my first buffalo nickel. Let me just get it out and I'll show you. I've got a whole notebook here full of the unusual finds that I get. And here it is. Let's see, it's in a little slip, so let's see if I can make it show. The WF means Wells Fargo. That's the bank box that it came from. You can see how slick it is. There's no date. And here's the buffalo on the back. Very, very slick. So I found that. I found a it was a Commonwealth British Isle from the Isle of Man. Found one of those because, you know, sometimes when you're searching for coins, it's not necessarily varieties and of that particular kind of coin. I mean, it's just fun to me to find a foreign coin or an older coin like that. So it seems like I found one other interesting thing in there. What the heck was it? Well, I can't remember now. Anyways, I for sure found foreign, and I found the buffalo, and so that was cool. And I've added a few coins from, I mean, they're not collectible coins, I just thought they were pretty. So I got some from Trinidad and Tobago, and one of the reasons why I got the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago ones, here's a 1-cent one, is because it has, let's see if I can make it focus, it has a hummingbird on it. And around here we have lots and lots of hummingbirds. So, anyhow, so yeah. So also, you know, when I watch other channels and they are searching coins, if they've come across something that's interesting, that's a foreign coin, and I don't think my chances of finding that coin here in California are really high, then I'll just look on eBay for it and just buy it. So yeah, I get a few interesting pennies and stuff, especially from the Caribbean area. Yeah, you don't find that stuff in the California coins. If you're in a Gulf state, you'll find that stuff, but yeah, not in California. I have yet to find any Mexican coins, and I'm only 3 hours north of Mexico, but I keep hoping one of these days I'll find Mexican coins. Anyhow, that's it for the coin front. Okay, earlier I talked about reusing these cat treat containers, and I said, well, you can just put adhesive tape on the sticky stuff that doesn't come off, because I didn't have any goo remover. But then when I was in the store on Monday, I found this. Let me tell you, it's a miracle worker. I just sprayed it on, let it sit for like maybe 1 minute, and then just wiped it right off with a paper towel. Came off perfectly. So, yeah, this is now full with Goya. Yeah, we conservatives don't put up with liberal leftist bullying. No, we don't. So yeah, I have a few Goya products now. Although I tried their vegetarian refried beans, and I'm not saying they weren't good, they were just a little spicy for my liking. So, probably won't buy those again. I just like my refried beans kind of plain. Anyways, so, yeah, that's about it for here right now. And I will try not to take so long. Don't worry, I haven't been sick. or anything. Nothing is wrong. Sometimes I just don't know what I have to talk about, really. I guess for a little while my videos might just be hodgepodge-y. Hodgepodge-y? Okay. So, that's it for now, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.